Hello everyone, good evening to all. Welcome to Halcyon Academy. This is CS Sai Kumar. So, welcome to CMA Final CFR classes 75 plus batch. Correct? I think in our first video we already discussed all the things about our classes and what is our specifications we already discussed in our first video, right? Clear. So, in this video, we are going to start lecture number 1. Okay? Clear? Is that clear, guys? In our last video, we already discussed about the examination pattern and syllabus and all, right? Okay. So, in this lecture, we are going to discuss lecture number 1. Okay. Clear? Which is in days introduction. I think I already discussed about the syllabus what we have. Correct. So, we are going to start our classes with in days introduction. What is it, guys? In days introduction. Clear? Sir, first point, every class will be in examination point of view only. Okay, so please make sure that, okay, my classes will be completely in examination point of view. Okay, so and our classes duration is just only 120 hours. Okay, not more than that. So basically, if you see in the market, so majority of the faculty is giving their lectures for 250 hours, 300 hours. Some faculties are providing at 350 hours also. So that is completely useless. I already discussed in my last video. Clear. So I will encourage only this type of a classes only, guys. That too, that should be very conceptual. Okay. So if you see in the market, a few of the faculties were providing at a less hours, but the quality is not up to the mark. So please make sure, guys. Is that clear? So in this video, I'm going to discuss about Ind AS introduction. Clear? Shall we start? Guys, please note one more point. In my classes, our class notes is very important, guys. Again and again, I'm saying my class notes is very, very important. So, my class notes will be helpful in MCQ scenarios. Okay, so because our target is 30 out of 30, correct? In MCQs, we should get 30 out of 30. If you want to get 30 out of 30, my class notes is very, very important. Our classroom examples is very, very important. Okay, so then if you will get easily 30 out of 30. Okay, see, guys, getting 20 to 24 is very easy, or with normal class with our material and question bank, that is very easy. But getting that extra 6 marks is the right, that 6 marks is possible with my class notes. Okay, so please make sure, please follow my class notes, guys. That is very, very helpful to you. Okay, even sometimes examiner will frame different types of questions which is not in our question bank also, like study material, whatever. Okay, that questions in that questions our class notes is very, very helpful, because I'm going to discuss not only from CMA board material, not only from past questions. I'm discussing a few important questions and few scenarios and few concepts from CA final level also. Okay, so please make sure, guys. Is it clear? Okay, I'm giving my 200% to you. 200%. I'll not leave not even 1% of syllabus, guys. Okay, is it clear? Okay, let us start. India's introduction. Sir, first point, this topic is important for examination purpose or not? For CA final or CMA final? See, guys, coming to CMA final. So our classes is only for exclusive for CMA final only. Okay. Okay, but it will also helpful to CA final. Okay, clear? So see, guys, coming to CMA final, this topic is not that much important, guys. Not that much important. Not at all important. Okay, because examiner will not ask any question, not even 1 mark from this topic in generally. But in one attempt, we got 7 marks question from this India's introduction also. Okay, from India's introduction, we got a 7 marks question, practical question. Okay, so that's why I'm not taking any chance. I will discuss this topic. Okay, very clearly. And if possible, sometimes we don't know, but we can expect one MCQ. we can expect from one MCQ. So in our previous exams or previous past exams, you can see in few, I mean few years, like few past papers only, we can see at least one MCQ. Okay, but in recent times there is no MCQ from India's introduction. Okay, I'm giving very clear clarity about this topic before going to start. Is it clear? Okay guys, clear? Okay, let us start. Very simple topic guys, very simple topic. Just you need to spend 1 hour. Okay, I don't want to discuss all the background of this Indies. Okay, but we need some information about this Indies background, but not completely important, not completely required also. Okay, just go through my classes, that's it guys. No need to discuss any, no need to refer any materials, no need to refer any other books, no need to refer any CMA materials and all, not required, not at all required. Just to go through my classes, go through my class notes, go through my concept notes, and go through my question bank. That's it, that is more than enough. An MCQ PDF will be sent to you. Okay, it will be uploaded in my Telegram channel. Okay, no worries on that. Clear? Okay, let us start guys. Coming to Indies introduction. Introduction to Indies. First of all, what do you mean by Indies, guys? I think in our childhood we already learned about the accounting standards, right? You are CMA final students, right? So you already completed your CMA inter. So I think everyone knows about accounting standards. No, you don't know? Anyone? Okay, very good. So basically, what are accounting standards? What do you mean by accounting standards basically? First of all, what do you mean by standard? Standard means simply it is a set of written policies, guys. Written policies, simply rules and regulations, some principles, policies given by the expert accounting body. If you remember in your childhood CMA Inter, first of all, what is the definition of accounting standards? Accounting standards are the set of written policies issued by the expert accounting body. Yes or no? Yes. Who is the expert accounting body? Who is the expert accounting body? ICI, correct? Yes, expert accounting body. So ICI in collaboration with some government authorities. So they have prepared some rules and regulations. Okay, that has to be followed. Okay, is that clear? So those are known as accounting standards. Then what is INDES? INDES means Indian Accounting Standards. Sir, why this INDES comes into existence? First point we need to question. Okay, what is the difference between accounting standards and INDES? What's the requirement for this Indies? Okay, we need to know, guys. First of all, we need to know. Okay, so I think just I'm repeating the definition for accounting standards. Accounting standards are the set of written policies. Written policies. Policies means rules and regulations. Okay, principles. That's it. Okay, issued by the expert accounting body. Who is the expert accounting body? ICA. Is it clear? Okay. So coming to Indies, what do you mean by Indies? See, simple guys, same definition. Set of principles and guidelines that Indian companies follows to prepare and present the financial statements. Guys, who is following this Indies? Indian companies. Who is following? Indian companies follows to prepare and present the financial statements. Okay. So simple same point, set of principles and guidelines. This is also standards, that is also standards. So same definition. Set of principles and guidelines that Indian companies follows to prepare and present the financial statements. That's it. That is the meaning of Indies. Okay. Just I am giving the definition. This is just the meaning of it Indies. Okay. Now just go to the background. Just go to the background. See guys, first of all, why Indies comes into existence? That is the first point we need to learn. Okay. Historically, Indian companies follow basically, I think everyone knows about this. What do you mean by Indian GAAP? GAAP means not GAP GAAP, GAAP. Generally accepted accounting principles. Correct? So basically we are following accounting standards, right? Everyone knows about only accounting standards. You don't know about Indies, right? Yes or no? Yes. In that we are basically following Indian GAAP only. GAAP means generally accepted accounting principles. Is that clear? Basically, they are following Indian GAAP only. that Indian gap is not suited to global standards, guys. Basically, that Indian gap is suited to, which means suitable to local economic conditions. What is it, guys? Which were suited to local economic conditions but lacks the global comparability. If you want to compare your financials with the other country companies' financials, it is not possible with this Indian gap. Just Indian gap is used for the comparable purpose within the country. Okay, local standards. It will be used within the country only, nothing but. Okay, so Indian companies follows Indian gap, which were suited to local economic conditions, which is suited to only local economic conditions but lacks the global comparability. So we can say for that purpose, this index has been introduced. Yes or no? See guys, Indian gap is not suitable for the global comparability. For that purpose, they have introduced Ind AS, Indian Accounting Standards. Is it clear? So that's why ICA has initiated the process of shifting towards Ind AS. That's why who initiated the process, guys? ICA has initiated. Okay, who issued the accounting standards? ICA. So here also ICA has initiated the process towards the shifting towards Ind AS. Not ICA only can do this. That's why they in collaboration with they collaborate with some government bodies like MCA, NACS, etc. So like these bodies, they are collaborated with them and then they have initiated the process towards Ind AS. Okay. So before going to Ind AS, you need to know one point, that is IFRS. What do you mean by IFRS, guys? International Financial Reporting Standards. International Financial Reporting Standards. So this Ind AS has been prepared. This Ind AS has been prepared based on this IFRS only. Because we need global comparability. So if you want to compare the finance with the globally, then IFRS is required. IFRS is required basically. So in that scenario, for that purpose, they have introduced what is it, guys? Ind AS. Ind AS, which is similar to IFRS. I'm clearly saying. First of all, we are following what is it, guys? Just wait. Just a minute, guys. Okay, guys, see. IFRS means, first of all, please tell me IFRS means International Financial Reporting Standards. What is it, guys? International Financial Reporting Standards. Okay. This IFRS has been issued by IASB. Who is that? IASB. International Accounting Standard Board. International Accounting Standard Board. International Accounting Standard Board. Okay. Not required, but just remember, that's it. So IFRS has been introduced. Okay. IFRS has been introduced or issued by IASB, International Accounting Standard Board. What do you mean by IFRS? International Financial Reporting Standards. Okay, international means definitely it must have a global comparability, right? So for that purpose, Ind AS has been introduced. Basically, coming to Indian gap, we cannot compare. Okay, globally we cannot compare. Correct or not? That's why this Ind AS has been introduced. Okay, in this Ind AS, global comparability is possible. Okay, is that clear? Okay, so come here. That's why just I'm repeating this point. Basically, Indian companies followed Indian gap, which is suited for the local economic conditions but lacks global comparability. For that purpose, Ind AS has been introduced. Okay, who initiated the process, guys? ICA has been initiated along with who is that, guys? Some government bodies like MCA, NACAS. What do you mean by MCA? Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and NACA means National Advisory Committees. Okay, next IFRS has been issued by IASB, okay, International Accounting Standard Board. Is it clear? Okay, so this is the main point. Ind AS has been introduced by, who is introduced, guys? Initiated by. So please remember this point. Initiated by, who is that? ICA in collaboration with some government bodies, correct or not? But introduced by IASB only. IASB only. Is that clear? So IASB means International Accounting Standard Board. Clear? For what purpose? For what purpose? To meet the global standards and to meet the global comparability. That's it. For this purpose, IASB has been introduced. Who initiated the process, guys? ICA has been initiated in collaboration with government bodies like MCS and NACS. Is that clear? Clear or not? Yes or no? Who is IASB? It's an independent private sector body that develops and approves the IFRS. We already discussed this point. IFRS has been introduced by IASB only. Correct or not? So the total background of this index is our index also should be helpful for global comparability purpose. If you want to compare globally, definitely your standard should be equal to international level standards, correct or not? That's why this index should be similar to IFRS. So this index is similar to IFRS, not equal to IFRS. If it is equal to IFRS, we can also say that then index name itself will not come, because that's why this is similar to IFRS, not completely equal to IFRS. Is that clear? So index is similar to IFRS. Based on IFRS only, this index has been prepared. Is that clear? Is that clear, guys? Index is different, IFRS is different, which means index is similar to IFRS, but not all the provisions and all. Some differences will be there. Obviously, some differences will be there compared to IFRS. Okay, is that clear? So that's why Ind AS and IFRS are the converged standards. What do you mean by converged standards, guys? Means it is close to IFRS. Ind AS is very close to IFRS, but not equal to IFRS. Clear? So in that scenario, in that point of view, they have introduced this Ind AS based on the IFRS numbering only. See, this is Ind AS 101. Assume that you don't know about Ind AS 101, correct? Just I am giving the name only. First time adoption of Ind AS. Ind AS 1. What is the name of Ind AS 1? First time adoption of Ind AS. Clear? First time adoption of Ind AS. See, coming to IFRS, the numbering is IFRS 1. IFRS 1 equal to Ind AS 101. Same, first time adoption of here Ind AS, there IFRS. Clear? International Accounting Standards. Clear or not? Yes, sir. Yes or no, guys? Are you able to understand? Okay. So next, coming to Ind AS 102. Here, what is the name? Share based payments. Come here. What is the name? IFRS 2. IFRS 2. So IFRS 2 equal to Ind AS 102. Next, here 103. What is that? Business combinations. There IFRS 3. So in that scenario, they have introduced all these standards. That's why both are converged standards. Converged standards. Is that clear? Everyone. Okay. I don't want to lag my class. First point, I don't want to lag anything. Just I will discuss completely in examination point of view. Okay. Just I am giving the basic introduction of Ind AS. Okay. If you want to discuss about this background, real background of the Ind AS, which means it will take at least 2 to 3 hours. Okay, but that is not required for our exam. What is required for our exam, I will discuss that only in my classroom. Is it clear, everyone? Okay, right. So this is the naming, guys. I don't want to discuss all these things because you don't know about names also, correct or not? Slowly you will know all the Ind AS names. Clear? Is it clear or not? Yes. This is the background. Can you please repeat all these, guys? Can you please repeat? Please, everyone. First point. What we have discussed. What do you mean by Ind AS? Set of principles and guidelines that Indian companies follow to present and prepare the financial statements. Which companies? Indian companies. Okay. So what is the background we have discussed? For what purpose, guys? First point is global comparability to meet the global standards. Okay, to meet the global comparability, to meet the global standards. For that purpose, Ind AS has been introduced. This Ind AS is similar to guys. Please tell me IFRS. Clear? Ind AS is similar to IFRS. Who introduced this IFRS? IASB. Who is that? IASB, International Accounting Standard Board. Next, who initiated the process to Ind AS, guys? Who initiated the process? Initiated by ICI in collaboration with government bodies. Clear? Then who issued this, or who introduced, or who issued this Ind AS, guys? Again, IASB only, International Accounting Standard Board. Both are issued by IASB only. That's why. So both are similar. Which means, which is similar, guys? Ind AS and IFRS. So Ind AS is similar to IFRS, correct or not? Yes, but not equal to. So that's why we have some differences is there. That differences we can call it as carve outs and carve ins. What is the meaning? What is it, guys? We can call it as carve outs and carve ins. This is the new point. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. First of all, what do you mean by carve out? What do you mean by carve out? See, guys, deviation in Ind AS from IFRS, which means, guys, Ind AS excludes or modifies certain IFRS provisions based on our Indian company's purpose. Okay, so some provisions has been modified. Okay, in Ind AS, guys. That is called. We can call it as a carve outs. See, guys, deviation in Ind AS from IFRS. For example, some provision A is there in IFRS. Okay, here also it should be A only, but this has been modified to B, or modified to A plus. Okay, they have done like that. Okay, that is the modification. Or completely if they want, they can exclude the provision also. If it is not required for Indian companies, okay, they have excluded something. Okay, that we can call it as a carve outs. Okay, everyone clear about this? What do you mean by carve out? Deviation in Ind AS from IFRS. What do you mean by carve-ins? Carve-in means some additional points has been introduced in Ind AS. That is called carve-ins, which is not in IFRS. Okay, if existed provision has been modified or excluded in Ind AS, that is called carve-outs. Additional note in Ind AS which is not present in IFRS, which is not in IFRS. Now we have introduced it in Ind AS. That is called carve-ins. If it is newly coming, then we can call it as a carve-in. If it is already existed one, okay, if you are modifying or excluding it, then we can call it as a carve out. Okay, if anyone asks you, you can tell me. You can tell them. Okay, sorry. Carve outs and carve-ins. What do you mean by carve outs, guys? What do you mean by carve outs? Deviation in Ind AS from IFRS. Okay, carve-in means additional notes in Ind AS which is not present in IFRS. Is that clear, everyone? Okay, clear. Slowly, when we are going through the topics, then we will get to know these carve outs and carve-ins. But these carve outs and carve-ins not at all required for our exam. Not at all required for our exam. Examiner will not ask about these carve outs or carve-ins. Is that clear? Clear? Okay. Next, coming to examination point of view. And one more point. Ind AS and IFRS are the converged standards, which means close to IFRS. Both are very close. Is it clear? So that's why the numbering will be like this. Okay, Ind AS 101 equal to IFRS 1, IFRS 3 equal to Ind AS 103, IFRS 5 equal to Ind AS 105, IFRS 7 equal to Ind AS 107, IFRS 9 equal to Ind AS 109. Is that clear? Yes. Is that clear, guys? Everyone? Okay, now coming to applicability. This is important for examination purpose. If examiner asks any question or MCQ, he will ask from this applicability only. Please remember this, guys. Okay, everyone ready? So coming to phase 1, we can call it as a phase 1. They have introduced in phase wises, guys. Phase wises. Okay, Is that clear? Basically, in state governments, they will introduce some welfare schemes like um, Ammavadi something. In API, we can call it as Ammavadi or Raitu Bharosa. So we have some types of schemes is there. They will release in some phase wises. Okay, initially they will release 5,000, another phase 5,000. So they will release like that. Okay. So in that scenario, in that way, they have introduced India's phase wises only. In first phase, they applicable to few companies only. In second phase, they have extended to few more companies. In third phase, they extend to more companies. So like that, they have introduced this in days phase wise. Okay. So coming to first phase, first one. So on and effective from 1st April 2016, 1st April 2016 till 31st March 2017, which means 16-17 financial year, correct or not? Yes. It's a mandatory basis, compulsory. Mandatory basis means compulsory. With the comparatives for the period 31st March 2016. Okay, so I will discuss this one by one. First point, applicable to India is applicable to listed or in the process of listing India or outside India, whatever, wherever. Net worth should be 500 crores or more. So please remember this, guys. Everyone. Okay, so what is the first point, guys? First point, listed or in the process of listing. Every word we should know. Entities which are listed or in the process of listing, net worth should be 500 crores or more. This is the first condition. This is the first condition. Anyone? Please tell me, what do you mean by listed entities? Everyone. Tell me, guys, what do you mean by listed entities or unlisted entities? What is that? Which means entities will listed in where, sir? Stock exchange. There is that stock exchange. They have to list their securities or shares in stock exchange. Basically, we have BSC and NSE, correct? Everyone should know about this. Bombay Stock Exchange or what is that? National Stock Exchange. They have to list their securities or list their shares in that stock exchange. Yes or no? From that date, once your shares are listed in that particular stock exchange, then it will be traded in the market. Yes or no? Recently, we got Vikram Solar. I have applied for this IPO, but I didn't get. Okay. No, sir. Do you know about IPO or not, guys? IPO, initial public offer. Correct or not? What is the meaning of initial public offer? Everyone knows about it? I think so. Everyone should know about it. Correct or not? Basically, they will beg the money from the public simply. Correct or not? Okay. If it is good, basically, public will invest on that. Yes or no? Obviously. Okay. So, in that scenario, okay, recently we got one IPO that is nothing but Vikram Solar. I think you don't know about it. At least you know about Swiggy or MobiQuick. Yes or no? Tell me, guys. Do you know about IPO already? I think so. Everyone. Okay. So recently we got this type of IPOs. Okay. So which means they are listed in the market. They are listed in the market. Okay. Next, I don't know discuss all the things. And in the process of listing means basically in one day we cannot process all the listing process, guys. Basically the bidding will be happen, public will be subscribed, the shares will be allotted. Okay, so after allocation also they will take 1 hour, 2 or 3 days they will take to list it. Okay, so and before that, sorry guys, yeah, before that the company has to provide, okay, submit all the documents to SEBI, guys. First of all, Securities Exchange Board of India, they has to submit all the documents and all the requirements to SEBI, and then it will process it. Okay, so after that, after approved by the SEBI, then only this listing process will get into it will get started. Then bidding will be happen, public will subscribed for IPOs, and then everything will happen. It will take almost 6 to 7 days sometimes. Okay, So in that particular days, that shares will be listed in the market. If you want, you can go to Grow or Angel Broking. Okay, so in that you can see the Swiggy, Mobiquick, they are traded in the market, right? Which means they are listed. Which means they are listed. Okay, some companies they are not listing in the market, which means they are not listed. Which means they are not listed. Clear or not? Listing means they have to be listed in the where you have to list guys, stock exchange, which means NSE or BSE. Okay, recognized stock exchanges. What is that? NSE or BSE, National Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange. Clear? Is that clear or not, guys? Everyone, this is the process means I think just now we have discussed this. We need to submit all the documents and all to the SEBI. After that the process will get into picture, which means it will start. Okay, clear or not? Yes. Okay, if you want, you can go to Grow app something. You can click on IPO. So what is the recent IPOs is available in that market, you can see. Okay, if you want, you can apply if it is good. If gray market price is good for that particular company, then you can apply for the IPO. That gray market price also will be announced in the I mean, you can check in the Chrome, like Google. It will be available about the company details and all. Okay, so that is not required, guys. I don't want to give this much information which is not required for our exam. Correct or not? Yes. Okay, so what is the first condition, guys? Listed entities are in the process of listing. Their net worth should be more than or equal to 500 crores. That's the first point. Yeah. Next point B. What is the point B means? Which is even for unlisted entities also Ind AS will be applicable. Applicable. Those companies' net worth also should be 500 crores or more. 500 crores or more. That is the first condition. A, B. And we have a C point also there. What is the C point, guys? Holding company, subsidiary company, associate company, joint venture. Joint venture. Okay. C, guys, of A and B. I will discuss this point very clearly. Very clearly. If examiner want to uh, confuse you, they will ask MCQ from this point. Suppose example, A Limited is the listed entity. A Limited is the listed entity. Okay. Ind AS is applicable to this company. Suppose example, Ind AS is applicable to this company. Suppose example, net worth is 900 crores. Okay, it is listed. Obviously, Ind AS will be applicable. Okay. So if Ind AS applicable to this A Limited, if Ind AS applicable to this A Limited holding company or A Limited's subsidiary company or A Limited's associate company or a joint venture, for those things, those companies also, those entities also, Ind AS will be applicable irrespective of the net worth limit. If it is applicable to A Limited, automatically it will applicable to all these companies. Is that clear? That's the point they want to convey you. See, guys, first point, listed or in the process of listing, net worth should be 500 crores or more. Unlisted entities net worth should be 500 crores or more. Parent, subsidiary, associate, joint venture of A and B. What is A and B? This is A, this is B. Okay, which means even if it is unlisted company, suppose example, B Limited is the unlisted company. Okay, Ind AS is applicable to this company. Assume that Ind AS is applicable to B Limited. So B Limited is a holding company, B Limited is a subsidiary company, B Limited is associate company, B Limited is a joint venture. For those all these four also, Ind AS will be applicable irrespective of the limit. If it is applicable to this company, it will also be applicable to all these companies. Can I ask one question here? Okay. Suppose example, B Limited. Ind AS applicable to this company. Ind AS applicable to this company. Okay. B Limited have one holding company, that is A Limited. Okay. This A Limited have two subsidiaries. C Limited, D Limited. Those are subsidiaries to A Limited, guys. Again, I am clearly saying. So I will write down the example clearly. Please tell me. This is A Limited. This is B Limited. Okay. A Limited holding B Limited. Okay. Which means A Limited is holding company. This is subsidiary company. Okay. Suppose example, Ind AS applicable to. This is my question I am asking you. Ind AS applicable to this company. Ind AS applicable to B Limited. Okay. So this A Limited have two subsidiaries, that is C Limited and D Limited. These two we can call it as a fellow subsidiaries, correct or not? We are also subsidiary, these are also subsidiaries. We can call it as a fellow subsidiary companies. Fellow subsidiary companies. Now, Ind AS applicable to B Limited. Then my question is whether Ind AS applicable to A Limited, C Limited, and D Limited. I want your answer. Applicable to A Limited only, or applicable to A Limited, C Limited, or applicable to D Limited, or applicable to CD only, or applicable to all? I'm asking this question. Can you please answer? Everyone, I'm giving 1 minute time to you guys. Again, I'm clearly saying India is applicable to B Limited. Okay, A Limited is holding company to B Limited. Okay, that holding company have fellow subsidiaries, which is C Limited and D Limited. Okay, now India is applicable to all companies or not, or if applicable to which companies? Can you please tell me? Can you please, everyone, anyone? I'm giving 1 minute time. At least think, guys. Please think yourself. Any answers? Any answers? Applicable to all companies or applicable to A Limited only? Tell me, guys. Okay, see, coming to the provision. Parent, subsidiary, associate, joint venture of A and B, which means if it is applicable to any company, that company is a parent company, that company is holding company, nothing but subsidiary company, that company is associate company, which means applicable to A Limited, because A Limited is holding company to the B Limited, correct or not? A Limited is B holding company to B Limited, so obviously it will be applicable to A Limited. Yes or no? Yes, A Limited applicable. Then who is C Limited and D Limited, guys? That is holding to B Limited or subsidiary to B Limited? No, that is subsidiary to A Limited, not direct relation to the B Limited. That's why this C Limited and D Limited index is not required to apply. That is not mandatory. It was clearly saying that it was not mandatory. If you want, you can go through that. It's a voluntary, but it is not mandatory to apply index to C Limited and D Limited. But which is mandatory, guys? For A Limited is mandatory. Okay, now is it clear? Yes. But one point I want to discuss. I think no one knows about this consolidation. Basically, year ending, we need to consolidate all the company's financials into one, right? We need to consolidate. In that consolidation purpose, we need to restate the values. We need to restate it. So I think you don't know about consolidation and all, right? So we'll discuss in Ind AS 110. Okay, once we are going to Ind AS 103 and 110, then you will get to know about this consolidation. Okay. Is it clear? This is the special point, guys. I think everyone clear about it. Okay. So on and effective from 1/4/2016, guys. Here, what is the important point is examiner will ask the question like this, guys. Please answer, everyone. A Limited is the listed company. Net worth is 700 crores. Assume that net worth is 700 crores. Tell me, India is applicable or not? Yes, applicable. From when? That is the point you need to answer. From 1/4/2016, India will be applied. Okay, India is applicable from 1/4/2016. Yes or no? That is the first point, guys. On and effect from 1st April 2016. On and effect from 1st April 2016. Then one more question will comes into picture. What is that? Sir, net worth equal to 700 crores you are saying. Which year net worth, sir? That is the question you need to ask. Yes or no? Which year net worth? Which means we are, as of now, we are at 16/17. Yes. Then which year net worth we should consider? Everyone, please. What is the previous year? 15, 16. What is the previous year to this? 14, 15. What is the previous year? 14, sorry, 13, 14. Correct or not? Yes or no? Just please listen this point. Okay. Sir, as of now we are at 1617. Okay, you are saying India is applicable from 1/4/2016. Then which year in net worth I should calculate or I should consider? Or previous year, or before previous year, or before previous year? Please tell me. Anyone? Please try to answer. Please try to answer, guys. Please try to answer. Okay. So everyone is saying previous year. Okay. Some students voting for previous year. Any other question? Any other answers? Anyone? No? Okay, before previous year. Okay. Which means this is 31st March 2015. Okay. Sorry, 16. This is 31st March 2015. This is 31st March 2014. Okay. Tell me which one. Okay, everyone is voting for this one only. Correct? No, guys. No. For calculating, sir, for applicability purpose, you need to check the net worth for last 3 years. Last 3 years, which means what is the third year? This is the first year because we are at 16, 17, right? So this is the first year. This is the second year. This is the third year. Correct or not? So you need to check this 31st March 2014 net worth. Okay. You need to check this net worth, guys. You need to check this date net worth. What do you mean by net worth? We'll discuss later. First of all, you need to check the net worth on this date, 31st March 2014. Suppose example, if it is 300 crores, if it is 300 crores, correct or not? Assume that 300 crores. It is applicable or not? No, not applicable. Then go to next year. Here, then go to next year. So net worth here 400 crores. Here net worth is 400 crores only. So it is comes under limit or not? No, not coming. Suppose example last year 700 crores. 700 crores. Now applicable. Correct or not? Yes or no, guys? Say yes or no. Yes. Now what we need to do, one more point I want to discuss before going to that. One more point, sir. If any company wants to disclose the financials, that company has to present corresponding previous year financials also. If you have any doubt, please go to any company's website. You can check the financials. Suppose example 2025. Okay, 2024 2025 financials we have. Okay, if you are checking this 24-25 financials, definitely they need to present the corresponding year, which means 23-24 financials also should be presented. That is called corresponding figures. Okay, comparative year financials also need to be presented. Okay, if you want, you can check any website, any company's website. You can go there, you can check. Okay, if they are presenting current year financials, definitely they will present the corresponding previous year financials also along with this. Yes or no? Yes. Yes or no, guys? Yes. Suppose example for 16-17, India is applicable from 16-17. You need to present the financials for 16-17. Correct or not? Yes, correct. Then what about 15-16? What about 15-16? Guys, please remember this point. You need to present the financials with India's applicability along with comparatives also. India is applicable from this year only. But when we are presenting the financials, definitely you need to present for the corresponding year also, which means comparative year, which means last year financials also. You need to apply this in days. But solution purpose, if you want to give the direct answer from when Indies will be applicable, yes, you need to answer 1 for 16 only. Yes, this is only the correct. But when you are presenting current year financials, you need to present the last year financials also. So for that purpose also, you need to apply the Indies. Otherwise, comparability not possible. Sir, guys, if you want to compare, definitely both should be in the similar way. Suppose example, if I want to compare the CMA final student with the CMA inter student, can I compare with them? No, not possible. I mean, we cannot compare with them. So that's why if you want to compare the students, suppose example, I can compare CMA final student with CMA final student. It is possible. Yes. But we cannot compare with CMA intro or CMA foundation student. Correct or not? Yes. That's why when we are presenting 16-17 financials, we need to present the corresponding comparative figures also. Now we are applying Ind AS to 16-17 year. So when we are presenting financials along with 16-17, we need to apply this Ind AS to last year also. That's it. 15-16. Okay. If anyone asks you when which year net worth should be considered, sir, we need to consider last 3 years. Okay. Suppose example, we are at which year, guys? 16-17, which means previous 3 years means 14-15, 15-16, 13-14. Correct? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. First check the 13-14. Okay. If net worth is beyond the limit, yes, then it's okay. No worries. Okay. If net worth is not within the limit, then go to 14-15. Here also not possible. I mean, not beyond that limit, then go to 15-16. You need to check this in this way only. In this way only. In this way. In this order. Okay, now. Is that clear or not, guys? Is that clear or not? Yes. Everyone. Okay. Everyone is clear about this point. Net worth. Net worth. Which year net worth should be considered? Okay. Last 3 financial years. Okay. In that order, you need to follow. Clear? This is Ind AS applicability phase 1, guys. Phase 1. Just I will summarize this much information is not required. Okay. But so summary, guys. Summary. Please come to summary. First, phase 1. Point A, B, C. Tell me, everyone. Applicable to all listed or in the process of listing or India or outside India, net worth should be 500 crores or more. Coming to unlisted also, net worth should be 500 crores or more. Please remember 500 crores or more, which means even if the net worth is 500 crores, then also India is applicable. Sir, this is from which year? 1416. 1416. Next, coming to third point. Third point C. What is this? Holding company, subsidiary company, associate or joint venture of A and B. So this point also I already covered. Is that clear, everyone? If you are clear with this phase 1, then other phases will be very easy. Okay, not required this much information or this much detailed explanation is not required. Clear? Coming to point 2, which is now is a second phase. Nothing but the extension of the applicability of Ind AS is extended. What is that, guys? Same points A, B, C. What is the A point? They're saying that listed entities are in the process of listing other than phase 1. Other than phase 1, which means anybody? Any answers? Other than phase 1 means in phase 1, the net worth should be more than or equal to 500 crores. Other than phase 1 means even if it is less than 500 crores, Ind AS will be applicable. From which year? Which year? 1/4/2017. We already done with 16. First phase 1/4/2016. Now second phase 1/4/2017. From 1/4/2017, Ind AS applicable to listed or in the process of listing entities net worth, even if the net worth is less than 500 crores. Okay, I will ask one example. Please answer. Net worth equal to 200 crores. Suppose example, if it is listed entity. Tell me anyone. Please. Ind AS, my question is, Ind AS applicable from which year? Ind AS applicable from which year? Examiner will ask the question like this. Ind AS applicable from which year? 1/4/16 or 1/4/17? Guys, it is listed entity. Yes. In case of a listed entity, first condition. What is the condition, guys? Phase 1. Net worth should be 500 crores or more. Then only Ind AS will be applicable from 1/4/2016. Otherwise, it will come under 1/4/2017. Yes, here the net worth is 200 crores only. Yes, it will come under second 1/4/2017. So now your answer should be Ind AS will be applicable from 1/4/2017, not 16. Is it clear? If you want to say the answer is 16, then net worth should be 500 crores or more. But coming to the question, the net worth is 200 crores only. Is it clear, guys? Everyone must have a clarity about this first of all. Okay. Next, one more question. Sorry, one more point. Point B. I am done with point A. Next point. Unlisted entities whose net worth is, any answers? It is not other than phase 1. Is more than or equal to 250 crores but less than 500 crores. Why this condition? Which means 250 to 500. Less than 500 or 500? Less than 500. Because if the net worth is more than or equal to 500 crores, Ind AS applicable to unlisted entities from 1/4/2016 only. Now, the net worth, the limit is extended, which means the applicability of Ind AS is extended to unlisted companies also. Okay, so now the net worth is 250 crores or more, but less than 500 crores. Suppose example, I will ask one question. A Limited is the unlisted entity. A Limited is the unlisted entity. Clear? So net worth is 300 crores. Anyone answer? Ind AS applicable from which year? 1/4/2016 or 1/4/2017? Everyone? Yes, 1/4/2017. That's correct answer. Because the net worth is 300 crores. Which means more than 250 crores. That is the condition, guys. More than 250 crores. My next, one more question. If the net worth equal to exact 500 crores, now tell me, Ind AS applicable from 1/4/2016 or 17? 16 or 17? Yes, 16, guys. Very good. Very good answer. 1/4/2016 only. Why? Because this is the exact 500. Don't ignore this point, guys. I already discussed net worth should be more than or equal to 500, not more than 500. You must be very clear about this point. Okay, otherwise it will gone. Okay, so the net worth is 500 crores exactly, then Ind AS applicable from 1/4/2016 only. 16 only. Is it clear? Okay. So I'm giving one summarized point for checking the net worth. For checking the net worth. In any condition, please check the net worth for 31st March 2014. Please remember this point. Whether phase 1 or phase 2, whatever. Please check the net worth of 31st March 2014. Okay. In that year, if the net worth is, within the limit, nothing but the limited, suppose example, if it is more than or equal to 500 crores, whatever, then it's okay. Okay. If it is not comes under the condition, then go to next year, which means 14-15. You need to check the net worth of 14-15. In the same way what we have discussed in phase 1, guys. Phase 1. So please remember this point. Just you need to check the net worth of 31st March 2014. That's it. So please keep it blindly, guys. Okay. I already discussed the logic why we are doing like this. Okay. So just remember, in all the cases, please you need to check the 31st March 2014. 31st March 2014. Okay. Clear? Okay, everyone clear about this? So students may get this type of a doubt. Sir, suppose example, in this date, if the company does not exist, then what we will do? Suppose example, on this date company does not exist, then go to next year. Check the net worth. If it is okay, then okay. Otherwise, then go to next year. Next year means last audited balance sheet. You need to check the last audited balance sheet. You need to check the net worth. Okay. Same way, whatever we have discussed previously in that scenario. But please remember this date, 31st March 2014. You need to check the net worth on this date. Okay. If it is okay, then no worries. Otherwise, then go to next year. Otherwise, then go to next year. Okay, until last audited balance sheet date. Okay. Clear, everyone? Everyone, please be very clear about this point. Okay. I will summarize those 2 points. A, B, C. First point, listed or in the process of listing other than phase 1, which means even if it is less than 500 crores. Net worth. Okay, sometimes MCQs purpose they will ask, they will give capital employed more than or equal to 500 crores or less than or equal to 500 crores, or something like share capital, they will use some of the words. Okay, please don't get confused, guys. Please don't get confused. That should be only net worth, not net profit. Please don't get confused. That is net worth only. I will discuss what is net worth. Okay. Please don't forget that is not net profit. Sometimes students may confuse about this net profit and net worth in MCQs. Especially I'm clearly saying net worth, not net profit. Okay. So coming to B point. What is the B point? Unlisted. Here more than or equal to 250 crores but less than 500 crores. That is net worth. Okay. See guys, please remember this point also. Exact 250. Yes, Ind AS applicable. From which year? 1/4/2017. 2017. Point C is common for all the things. What is that? Holding, subsidiary. Next, joint venture or associate of A and B. That point is already discussed. Clear? Everyone is clear? Yes. So once you are done with these two, then other will be very easy. Okay, just I will summarize, guys. Please, just 55 minutes. Give me 15 minutes. I will close this topic. Okay, including question. Give me 15 minutes. I don't want to discuss all the bloody things and all. Okay, which is not required for exam. Okay. So first point, listed or in the process of listing. Just I'm summarizing, guys, for your okay. Point A, point B, point C. Tell me. Here net worth should be more than or equal to 500 crores. Here unlisted. Here also more than or equal to 500 crores. Here everyone holding, subsidiary, associate, joint venture of A and B. For those companies also India is applicable irrespective of the limit. Clear? Okay. Next, coming to second. Everyone please answer. Here also A, B, C. Everyone please listed or in the process of listing net worth even if the net worth is less than 500 crores, which means other than phase 1. Correct? Even if it is less than 500 crores, still India is applicable. From which year? 1/4/2017. Here 1/4/2016. Yes. Point B, unlisted entities. Tell me, guys. More than or equal to 250 but less than 500. Points is same as above. Is it clear? Yes. This is the applicability. Phase 1 and phase 2. Okay. Next, this applicability extension extended to NBFCs also. That is the third point, guys. So we are done with this point also. We are done with this point. Next, coming to third point. So on and effect from 1/4/2018. We are done with 16, 17. Now 18. Same points, guys. Same points. Now 1/4/2018. It is applicable to NBFCs. Okay. Now the applicability of India is extended to NBFCs also. NBFCs also. Clear? Is that clear or not? Okay. Like financial institutions, guys. NBFCs. We have NBFC separate topic also we have. Okay. Same points, everyone. I don't want to discuss all this because it is similar to A and B. I mean phase 1 and phase 2 similar to that. Initially phase 1 is there, right? Phase 1 is similar to this NBFC. Okay. Same. NBFC whose securities are listed or in the process of listing, net worth should be 500 crores or more. Here also, if it is not listed, which means unlisted, right? So then net worth should be 500 crores or more. C point is same. Holding, subsidiary, joint venture, associate of A and B. That's it. Same point. Nothing changed. But the date should be remember. You should remember the date 1/4/2018. Clear or not? If you want, you can check the series. See, guys, NBFC's net worth is 500 crores or more. There is no specification whether it is listed or unlisted, which means both will be covered. That's why I covered in single point. Okay, everyone. Next, this is also mandatory. Same. Next year, 1/4/2019 also same. Same, guys. NBFC whose equity or debt securities are listed or in the process. Okay. So net worth should be even if it is less than 500 crores. Coming to unlisted, more than 250 but less than 500. Same point, guys. Whatever we have discussed in phase 2, that is similar to this NBFC. We can say phase 3 and phase 4. Yes, no worries. Everyone clear about this point? Same points, guys. If you want, you can check. Here I have used only NBFCs, means even if it is listed or unlisted, whatever, the net worth is 500 crores. Correct or not? This is also same now, but I have discussed in different way. Correct or not? I have discussed in different way. I mean, I have separated in phase 1, but coming to phase 3, I have combined all NBFCs in single point. That's it. There is no difference. Okay. So I think everyone clear about this. I will summarize all these things. Now 1/4/2016, 1/4/2017, 1/4/2018, 1/4/2019. Every point have a ABC, ABC, ABC. Correct. So I am discussing only AB points because C point is common for everyone. Correct or not? Yes. A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. Tell me everyone. Here, listed are in the process of listing. Here, unlisted. Same. Listed are in the process of listing. Unlisted. Here, listed are in the process of listing. Unlisted. Here also, listed are in the process of listing. Unlisted. I think I am very simplifying, guys. Very simplifying the topic. Tell me here, net worth. Everyone, everywhere net worth only, right? Here, more than or equal to 500 crores. Here also more than or equal to 500 crores. Here, even if it is less than 500 crores, India is applicable to listed entities. Even if it is zero also. Even if it is zero, Indies will be applicable. From which year? 1/4/2017. Here, more than or equal to 250, but less than 500. Here, NBFCs. Here, NBFC, guys. Correct or not? NBFCs whose equity or debt securities listed or in the process of listing, then net worth should be 500 crores or more. Here also, even if it is unlisted, also same condition. 500 crores or more. Clear. Coming to 1/4/2019, everyone listed, which means even if it is less than 500 crores, yes, applicable. Here, more than 250, more than or equal to 250, but less than 500. Same condition. If you want, you can check 1 and 3 are same, 2 and 4 are same. This is the way of simplification. We simplified all these things in a single chart. Okay. I think now everyone easily remember. So the examiner will ask the question like this. Suppose example. Okay. Something FMCG company is there, okay, or some NBFC is there, okay, one NBFC is there, okay, which is whose security is already listed, net worth is 500 crores. Net worth is 500 crores. Tell me from which year Indies will be applicable? 1/4/2018. Yes, correct. Okay. Suppose example, if it is unlisted, net worth is 300 crores only. Net worth is 300 crores for NBFC. Tell me from which year? 1/4/2019. Because in case of unlisted, okay, if the net worth is more than or equal to 250 but less than 500, it is covered under phase 4, nothing but. Correct or not? Yes. So please imagine this chart. When you got any question, definitely you can answer it very easily. Very easily. Everyone clear about it? Everyone? Okay. Okay, now guys. Next. So on 1st April 2019, so we are done with 16, 17, 18, 19. Again 19. It's a mandatory basis but is postponed by RBI. So it was postponed by RBI. Basically, it was not applicable as of now, but it was postponed. For examination purpose, you need to give this answer only. But see the points, guys. Scheduled commercial banks. Scheduled commercial banks. Yes, India is applicable to scheduled commercial banks from 1/4/2019, but it was postponed by RBI. Okay. Scheduled commercial banks means like we can say nationalized banks. Everyone knows about. We have 24 or 25 nationalized banks. Is there, right? Yes or no? In that, this the scheduled commercial banks includes that nationalized banks also. Okay, but except RRBs and UCBs, which means India is not at all applicable to RRBs and UCBs. RRB means regional rural banks. Just wait, guys. India is not at all applicable to RRBs and UCBs. Okay. See, but the main point is complete. It was postponed by RBI. As of now, it is not applicable. But for examination purpose, MCQ purpose, if they have given any question, you need to give this answer only. Okay. See, the point is clearly saying that it was postponed by RBI. It may not applicable in the future also. Okay. So we cannot say that because it has separate act and all, right. So see the second point. India's term lending refinancing institutions like Exim Bank, NABARD, etc. What is Exim Bank? Export Import Bank is there, right? So these are the examples for India's term lending refinancing institutions. They will do refinancing institutions. Okay. For this also India's we cannot say applicable, but which was postponed by RBI. But for examination purpose, you need to the answer. You need to give the answer 1/4/2019 only. Please remember these points. Okay. Please make sure everyone. This C point is similar to all the points. Okay. Coming to 1/4/2020, this is also postponed by IRDA. So which means it is not at all applicable. But for examination purpose, you need to give the answer. What is that, guys? 1/4/2020, which is covered in this insurers or insurance companies. That's it. Okay. As of now, it is not applicable to insurance companies, but for examination purpose, if the examiner ask any question about the year, you need to give this answer 1/4/2020, but which was postponed by IRDA from last many years. I think last 10 years, I think so. They are postponing every year. Okay, it may not applicable in the immediate future. Clear or not? I'm giving complete clarity about this point. Okay, and one more point. If any company wants to apply the Ind AS voluntarily, if you want to do any overaction, okay, you need to do overaction for a life of the period, which means suppose example in this year Ind AS is not applicable to you, but still if you want to follow, yes, you can follow, but it will be applicable forever. It will be applicable forever. That's it. Everyone clear about this point? Okay. Further, once a company Ind AS applicable applies voluntarily, it has to continue apply mandatorily. Yes. And one and only last point, Ind AS is not applicable to SMEs, small and medium enterprises. Okay, small and medium enterprises, Ind AS is not at all applicable. You can give the direct straight answer. Okay. And one more point important for MCQ purpose, RRBs and UCBs, which is the tell me, everyone, Ind AS applicable or not? Not at all applicable. Yes, you can give the straight answer. Okay, clear or not? And one more point. Suppose example, this is the first year. Okay, you have checked the net worth of a previous year or before previous year. Your comes under the limit. Yes, Ind AS applicable. Okay. Coming to next year, if the net worth is not within the limit, then what you will do? Then what you will do? You want to drop off from the Ind AS? Anyone? Please answer. See guys, as of now you are under the limit of net worth, then you need to apply the Ind AS in first year. Assume that 17, 18 or 19, 20, whatever. In next year, you are not comes under the net worth limit, then you need to drop off from the Ind AS or not. Anyone? Anyone? Yes, yes guys. Once you have opted for the Ind AS, you need to opt it forever. That's it. Even if the net worth is not within the limit. Is it clear? Yes. Everyone clear about this point? Okay. I want to revise all these points from 19. Okay. First, 1/4/2019. Ind AS applicable to, what is it guys? Scheduled commercial banks excluding RRBs and UCBs. What do you mean by UCB? RRB means regional rural banks. UCB means urban cooperative banks. For this, Ind AS not at all applicable. And India's term lending refinancing institutions like Exim Bank or NABARD, etc. Okay, but it was still postponed by RBI. Okay, in the similar condition 1/4/2020 applicable to insurance companies or insurers, but it was postponed by IRDA. Okay, but for examination purpose you need to give the answer 1/4/2020, here 1/4/2019. That's it. Okay, if you want to apply the Ind AS voluntarily, yes, you need to apply forever. And one more point, Ind AS not applicable to SMEs. Is that clear? Clear or not? Yes, yes, yes. We are done with this Ind AS introduction. But examination purpose, they will not ask any question. But still, I want to discuss the definition, which means calculation. How to calculate the net worth? Net worth means simply we can say share capital plus reserves. Net worth means share capital plus reserves. But reserves does not include all the reserves, guys. You need to remember. Okay, like revaluation reserve. Okay, revaluation reserve does not include in that reserves. Please don't include. Okay, I already given the definition also. See, net worth means paid up share capital. All reserves created out of the profits and security premium only. Okay, all reserves created out of the profit and securities premium. Okay, everyone. Paid up share capital plus simply reserves. That's it. That is called net worth. If any losses we have, we need to reduce from it. Okay, aggregate value of the accumulated losses. If you have any P&L loss, yes, we need to reduce from it, deducted. And if we have any fictitious assets, what do you mean by fictitious assets, guys? Which is known as dummy assets. Basically in balance sheet, we should not show any assets, okay, which like example, preliminary expenses. What do you mean by preliminary expenses? Which will be incurred during the incorporation of a company, right? Okay, sometimes if any expense is not written off, so that expenditure we can show under the balance sheet on asset side. Asset side, suppose example, I will show the balance sheet, simple balance sheet. See here, suppose example, this is the balance sheet, right? Okay, in balance sheet asset side, sometimes if you want to see anywhere, you can see in the balance sheet like P&L debit balance. Basically, P&L means P&L debit balance means which is a loss, right? Which is a loss, which should be deducted from the reserves. But sometimes entities don't want to deduct from the reserves. They will show in the asset side of the balance sheet. Okay, or some preliminary expenses not written off. Not written off means, what do you mean by written off? Written off means charged to P&L. But sometimes they will not written off all the amount, total amount. They will not written off that non-written off amount should be there, right? That amount they will shown under the balance sheet. Suppose example, I will give the best example. Suppose example, as per section 35 AD, I think so. What is that? Preliminary expenses. As per income tax act, I am saying, as per income tax act, preliminary expenses should be allowed as a deduction over a period of 5 years. Suppose example, preliminary expense total amount is 1 lakh. Okay, this 1 lakh will be allowed as per income tax in how many years? 5 years, right? Suppose example, in first year 20,000, second year 20,000, third year 20, fourth year 20, fifth year 20, correct? Suppose example, I am in first year. How much amount charged to P&L? Tell me, everyone. 20,000 will be charged to P&L. That balance 80,000 we can call it as a not written off expenses, because we are not writing off it, which means not charged to P&L account. That amount is known as, okay, not written off amount. Okay, when we are not write off, then it will be shown under balance sheet, asset side of the balance sheet. But in coming to reality, that is not an asset, right? That is not an asset, but still we are showing in the balance sheet. That's why that is called fictitious asset. Fictitious means, which means dummy assets. In coming to reality, that is not an asset, but still we are showing in the balance sheet. On which side, guys? Asset side. That's why we can call it as a fictitious assets. We have given few examples also for that. Okay, that fictitious assets also should be deducted from the paid up share capital and reserves. That's it. This is the definition for net worth. And reserves does not include revaluation reserves also. Reserves does not include revaluation reserves. Okay, clear? When the asset got revalued, the extra amount, whatever the revalued amount will be there, that should be transferred to revaluation reserve account, right? That amount please don't include in this calculation of net worth. That's it. Okay, if anyone ask you what is the definition of net worth, simply we can say paid up share capital plus reserves. That reserves are only out of profits and securities premium only. That does not includes revaluation surplus. Nothing but revaluation reserves. Okay, if any fictitious assets, that should be deducted from it. That's it. Everyone clear? Yes. Okay. So coming to example number 1, just the calculation of net worth and give me the applicability of Ind AS. Okay, almost 1 hour 13 minutes, guys. It's very I think I have taken a lot of time, because this much of knowledge is not required for our CMA final exam. I'm clearly saying this is, I think it will be helpful to CA final level, but for CMA final not required. Okay, unfortunately we have discussed all these things, but I don't want to discuss. Okay, but we already done with it, right? So okay, please do the example number 1. Following is a snapshot of audited balance sheet of year 31st March 2014. Okay, they have given the balance sheet for 31st March 2014. So I already told you. So please remember this date. First of all, we need to check the net worth from 31st March 2014 only. Very good. Company A's equity shares are listed in the Bombay Stock Exchange. Yes, which means it's a listed entity. Okay, very good. Since 2010. So okay, they have given share capital, security premium, reserves, revaluation reserves, P&L, liabilities. Next assets. Fixed assets, investment, current assets, miscellaneous expenditure not written off. Okay, total 785, 785. As per roadmap, which phase company A fall into? Anyone please answer. First of all, please tell me the net worth, guys. And then you can answer. Please tell me the net worth. Okay, guys, tell me please. Net worth calculation. Okay, paid up share capital how much? 160. Okay, very good. Next. Reserves how much? Just wait. It is not working. Where is the razor? Okay. Tell me, guys. Quick, quick. How much? 160 plus. Okay. Security premium 200. Very good. Next. Tell me. Please answer, guys. Please. Next. General reserve. Yes, we need to add general reserve also. 150. Next. Revaluation reserve. Can you? We can add revaluation reserve or not. Don't add, guys. Don't consider that. Don't consider. Please don't consider. We already discussed that point. Next, P&L balance. Yes, 75. We need to add. Next, is there any deductions? If we have any fictitious assets, then we need to deduct. Can you please check? Yes, miscellaneous expenditure not written off, which means it is nothing but a fictitious asset. Yes, we need to deduct that. So please calculate the net worth. 160 plus 200, 360 plus 150, 510, 510 plus 75, 585 minus 80. How much total? 505. That is the net worth. Net worth will be calculated as per section 2 subsection 57 of the Companies Act. Okay, that is not required. Okay, basically net worth calculation, everything they have given under the Companies Act. They have given in the Companies Act as per section 257. Okay, how much net worth? 505. Now tell me, if the net worth is 500 crores or more, Ind AS will be applicable from which year? First of all, you need to check whether it is a listed entity or not listed. Okay, it is a listed. Yes, the question is clearly saying that it is a listed entity. Yes. Now the net worth is 500 crores or more or not? Yes, it is 505, which means more than 500 only. No worries. Then Ind AS applicable from which year? 1/4/2016. Phase 1. Correct or not? Yes. From 1st April 2016, Ind AS will be applicable. That should be your answer. That's it. Coming to second question in that scenario, will your answer will be changed if the company A is an unlisted company? Your answer will be changed or not? Coming to unlisted, even if it is listed or unlisted, the net worth is more than 500 only, right? Yes. So the answer will remain the same. So 1/4/2016 only. That's it. That is your answer. If you have a clear clarity about the concept, then you can easily answer this question. Yes or no, guys? Yes. The similar way you can answer the example 2. Let us say illustration 1, the balance of P&L is negative 375. Anyone please answer? When Ind AS should be applicable to the company A? That's the question they're asking. Okay, go to the same question. Go to the same question. Okay, 160 plus 200. I will change the ink from green to red. Okay, 160 plus 200 plus 150. The P&L balance is 375 negative. Please tell me the answer. Everyone. 160 plus 200 plus 150. 360 plus 50. 410. 510. Okay, 510 minus 375 minus 80. How much? Minus 80 how much? Minus 375 minus 80, because we need to deduct the fictitious assets also. Yes, please answer. How much, guys? Please take the calculator. Please take the calculator. How much? 160 plus 200 plus 150 minus 375 minus 80. How much? 55 crores. How much? 55 crores. Correct or not? Yes. So if the balance P&L is 375 negative, the net worth how much, guys? 55 crores. If it is a listed entity, then from which year Ind AS will be applicable? Please tell me your answer. Net worth equal to how much? 55 crores only, not 505. Previously 505. Okay, Ind AS applicable from 1/4/2016. But here the net worth is 55 crores only. Then net Ind AS will be applicable from which year? Tell me guys, if you have a clear concept, then you easily you can answer this. Which year? 1/4/2017. Yes, even if the net worth is less than 500 crores, Ind AS will be applicable. From which year? 1/4/2017. Because it is a listed entity, not unlisted. Correct? Suppose example, if it is unlisted entity, Ind AS will be applicable or not? Please tell me. If it is an unlisted entity, Ind AS will be applicable or not? Anyone? Please tell me guys. Ind AS will not be applicable because it is not more than or equal to 250 crores. Because in phase 2 we have covered the net worth should be more than or equal to 250 but less than 500, which means if the net worth is less than 250, then Ind AS will not be applicable. That's it. That is your answer. Ind AS not applicable until it breaches the net worth criteria mentioned in the roadmap. As of Ind AS is not applicable. Is it clear? Yes. Coming to example number 3, because I already discussed in lot of examples, right? I don't want to discuss in detail for these examples. Okay. Okay, company A is a parent company. Okay, everyone, please answer this. Company A is a parent company of a group. Company A is unlisted company. Okay, which is unlisted. Net worth is 60 crores as on 31st March 2014. Okay. Following are the other companies of the group. Okay, in a group, we have how many companies? Company is the parent company of the group. It is the parent company. Company B is the subsidiary to B Limited. Company C is the subsidiary to B Limited. Okay. That is the question, correct or not? Please understand the question clearly. Clearly, guys, please understand the question. Company A is the parent company of the group. Okay, that's okay. That's very good. Which is an unlisted company. Net worth is 60 crores only. Following are the other companies of the group, which is company B and company C. We have total 3 companies. Company B, subsidiary of company A. I will make into a chart. All are one group, right? Net worth how much? 60. Company B, how much? 600, 150. Correct? Net worth. So the question is clearly saying that company B is a subsidiary of company A. Please map it. So company A is subsidiary of company A. Next. Company C is subsidiary of company B. Company C is subsidiary of B. Subsidiary of B. Okay. Here this is called holding company. Okay, very good. Now please give your answer, guys. I am giving 1 minute time to you. Please apply the concept here. Then please answer this. Please. I am giving 1 minute time. Okay. Give me your answer, guys. Everyone. I have given 1 minute time to you already. Please give me your answer. First of all, you need to check the net worth, correct or not? Yes. All are unlisted only. Or is there any unlisted companies? You can check in the question. Everyone is unlisted only. Okay, very good. Now, please check the net worth. Okay. This 60 is covered under net worth criteria or not? Yes, not covered. This 150 is covered or not? Yes, not covered. Then, in the roadmap, which entity, which company has covered B Limited, correct or not? Yes, because the net worth is 600 crores. From which year Ind AS will be applicable? Anyone please answer. Even if it is listed or unlisted, if the net worth is more than or equal to 500 crores, yes, Ind AS will be applicable from 1/4/2016 only. Yes, Ind AS will be applicable to B. Yes, obviously Ind AS applicable to B Limited. Now please tell me, Ind AS applicable to A Limited and C Limited or not? That is my question. That is my question. Please, anyone? Guys, please, Karthik, please tell me your answer. Ind AS applicable to A Limited or not? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, very good. Because B Limited, please, we have one point. What is the C point we have? Holding, subsidiary, joint venture, associate of A and B. Because A and B means point A and point B. Correct or not in the concept? We already discussed or not. So which means if any company which is a parent company or a subsidiary or associate or a joint venture of B Limited, okay, if India is applicable to B Limited, then automatically applicable to other companies also, which means parent, subsidiary, associate or joint venture. Here, is there any parent company to B Limited? Is there any parent company to B Limited? Yes, A Limited is the parent company to B Limited. Yes, India is applicable to A Limited also as per the condition. Then my question is, India is applicable to C Limited or not? Tell me. Tell me, please. Yes, applicable because it is subsidiary to B. Subsidiary to B. As per our condition, holding, subsidiary, joint venture or associate of that particular company. So here the company is B Limited, A is the holding company to B Limited, C is the subsidiary company to B Limited. Yes, that's why A, B, C, which means India is applicable to all the companies. That should be your answer. This is the way of thinking, guys. First of all, you need to check the net worth. Net worth. Okay. So in the net worth criteria, only B Limited is covered. Yes or no? Yes. So based on that company, you need to check the condition. Okay. When I am discussing that example, one fellow subsidiaries examples, right? Yeah, I already discussed that fellow subsidiary example. That is different. This is different. Yes or no? Yes. In that fellow subsidiaries, India is not required to follow. Correct or not? Not mandatory to follow for that subsidiary companies. Fellow subsidiaries. Correct or not? I already discussed that point, guys. But in case of a consolidation, we need to restate the financials. That point also I already covered during concept. Clear? This is completely in day's introduction, guys. This is more than enough. More than enough. Okay. So I'm giving homework to you guys. Go to question bank. We have one and only problem number 1, which is given for 7 marks. I think in 2018 or 19, I think so. So please go through the question. Okay, that is the homework for you. Okay, everyone. If you have any doubts, you can ask in our tomorrow class. Clear? I think you will not get any doubts. If you are clear about the concept, then no doubts you will get. Okay, guys. So this is completely about Ind AS introduction. That's it. Okay. I think it's almost 1.5 hour. So 1 hour 20 minutes. Okay. So we'll discuss Ind AS 16 in our next lecture. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.